Hello and welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to solve the fourth and last case which Harry Seiders very kindly put together and provided for free on LinkedIn. You can see the page here, so you can find that on Harry Seiders' profile. This will be the index XMATCH training case, the last of the series. I think that's a great option for people willing to join the competition in order to be a bit more familiar with the mechanics of the game and applying some structured approaches to let's say common problems you can have during competition. Having said that, let's go into the case. So this will be about index XMATCH and SEQUENCE function. You're provided with this data tab which contains, you can see icons, emojis in rows and columns, and you have letters, capital letters in the intersection. Okay, you also have something here that's interesting. So level 1 asks you to perform an XMATCH indirect. So they want to know in which row does the first Z appear in the data tab for the columns listed. So what they're saying is you want to do the XMATCH of, let's say, this D. You want to do that into sorry, what was the question? Which row? So okay, yes, the XMATCH of the letter. No, sorry, you're XMATCHing Z because they want to know the first Z into, let's say, column D, which is actually this, and that's it, because without other parameters the match code is exact. But you need to build up from the input this lookup array. So what I'm gonna do is perform an indirect of data, concatenating this, concatenating semicolon, and concatenating this again. So I'm basically building again the string you had before, and we should be good to go. So I'm matching also the example, and that's pretty much it for level 1. Level 2 asks you to apply the basics of index. Returns the value of the cell based on the position. Okay, provides an index formula within the range A1 T101. The row column index. So this is very basic. I'm gonna rename these data letters. I'm going to call these, I don't know, row headers, and I'm going to call this column headers. So this is more easy. So we can do the index of datalets, XMatching these into the row headers. So I'm basically asking, no, sorry, I don't need to XMatch anything. I just ask to return row 81 and row 11 from the datalets. You can see that actually this is not working. That's quite interesting. Yeah, because it's suggesting to use A1 T01, which also includes the headers, while I configured the table internally. So what I'm gonna do is subtract 1 to each of those. Okay, because I'm using the inner table. So this is, if I'm asked to return, let's say, row 2 column 3, which is this, so G, the example, yeah, you can see that's row 2 column 3, but my table is 1 row below, 1 column to the right, so I need to subtract 1 and 1 from both. Okay, level 3 index XMatch. So same thing I built before. This time you need to XMatch those symbols. Very simple logic. So you're going to perform the index of the datalets, and then you do the XMatch on the rows of this. So basically you're saying, tell me in which row you're going to find that icon, and you wanna XMatch also this on the column header, and that's basically it. So you can see this is matching. This time I'm fine with having configured the index, the inner table, and you can see that you also get some nice hint that you're probably correct. Also here, uncharacteristically, okay. Yeah, so those seems to be meaningful words. Sequence index at XMatch let concat. This starts to be a bit more serious. Arrows are very common Excel battles. If you don't already have one, please keep a copy of the arrow table so you can quickly see the impact of the arrow. So you can see that, for example, arrow down increases the row by 1 and no impact on column. Arrow right, no impact on row, +1 to the columns. If you go to the left or up, you have respectively -1 to columns and -1 to rows, and you can mix up, of course, with the diagonals. You can create one formula or a what-if data table that can solve all the levels. For each level, find the intersection of the emojis and then move in the direction of the given arrow. For the number of characters listed, combine each letter you move through to form a word or Excel function. I think I'm gonna do this with a data table. So I need my example 4. Okay, I'm going to XLOOKUP this here, returning this content. Okay. I'm gonna resize a bit all those. Okay. So first of all, I want to leverage the same formula I did before. Let's see it again. So index of datalets, XMatching this into the rows, and XMatching this into the column headers. Okay, and you can see the first letter is a E, which is a good thing. You can do different things here. You could, well, that's interesting, because yeah, you could say one way to do this would be to add the impacts on the directions for the indexes. Yeah, which I think is the most straightforward. Otherwise, you will need to build the address of this spot here. And you could totally do it, because you can XMatch the row, you can XMatch the column, and you can build from those the address. I will think I will do both approaches. So in this example, you want to move 7 to the 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number of characters. Then move in direction again for the number of characters listed. Then, okay. So I want to do a sequence of this -1. Sorry. This started from 0. So those are the steps I want to move. And I want to do so for rows and columns. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have an XLOOKUP of this here, returning here, and I want to do this times this. Okay. So basically I'm saying for the rows, let's add 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 6, then 5, then 6. For the columns, stay there because there is no impact on the columns. This is the down arrow. I'm gonna lock this and I'm gonna add my impacts, which is this for the rows, and this for the columns, and we should be good to go. Yes, we are. The only problem we have is we have variable length, you can see. So what I'm gonna do is to concat the take of this by the length, so we are sure not to take extra letters, and then we can build the data table by changing this, updating. Okay, to be honest, seems correct to me because we have meaningful answers. The other approach would be to say I wanna XMATCH this on the rows, and I wanna add 1, and then I'm gonna XMATCH that on the columns. I want to build the address of this, and I want to do the indirect into data exclamation mark, and this, which is an E, and then basically same thing, because you have the row index and the column index, you can add your impacts, and it's basically the same thing. So you will have 90, 91, 92, 93, and 5 being constant. You can avoid this index with increasing coefficients in rows and columns. Probably more straightforward, I don't know. Level 5, only the down and the right arrow is used. I think our model will be flexible enough, I think, because just checking we don't run out of, yeah, I think it's robust enough. Let's go down to take everything. So 246. Okay, so if I take example 5, I have my replace. Okay, yeah, with our dynamic approach, I think we're good with so we stack this, and this. Build the data table again. Yeah, you can see this is working. So until 90 should be the answers for this. Then we have until 110. And then we have until 130. Wow, that was actually incredible to have built this data with apparently random letters, and I mean, and finding the right inputs to output those meaningful words. So great job, Harry. Yeah, we don't have any bonus questions here for this case, so I'm gonna upload the results and check everything is okay. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, and level 7. Submit. I think this is totally right. Okay, so yeah, that was a very fun one. Actually, yeah, our model was already good to go for the other levels. Didn't check them beforehand, but was kind of natural to configure the inputs. Otherwise, you would have hard coded probably this direction, then horizontal, then adding, going up. But I mean, I don't see an easier way to do this, so felt kind of natural to follow this approach. Okay, that's all for this series of basic trainings. I think Harry did actually a terrific job for putting those together. I kinda imagine the effort to build those cases and make them understandable for beginners, finding the right inputs, the right level of difficulty. I think it was spot on, honestly. So huge thumbs up for Harry. Suggest to get in contact with him. And yeah, hope you found useful this kind of basic trainings. Let me know in the comments if in future you would like to see more of this, because usually I'm posting either live attempts or walkthroughs of the full cases. So this is the first time I run a basic training on this. Hope you found some value, and hope this will hook you in a way to maybe begin your journey into the Excel competition. And so for this reason, hoping to see you during the battles for this season. Yeah, that's all. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.